Welcome to High Priestess Influence, my friends, and to this Pick a Card Tarot reading. So the intention of these readings will be general. In other words, it's kind of like a what you need to know right now message. And to represent each of these, to help you select, we have randomly selected angel cards here. Having said that, you may go to the information box at any time to select the reading that you wish to view. You may find that 1, 2, or all 3 resonate with you, or none, since they are general. So for those of you who want to use the angel cards to help you decide, let's get started. So the first angel card we have is Imagination, and I will read each of these cards in a moment, but I'll turn them all over because some of you might just need the title to help you decide. Reading 2, Curiosity, and 3, Light. So let's take a look at what each of these has to say. So for reading 1, Imagination. Thoughts are the building bricks of life, for everything begins with a thought. Add creativity to thoughts and you have imagination. Every castle starts as a castle in the air. This image is then grounded by architects and builders. The angels are inviting you to use the power of your creative imagination to expand your horizons and picture the life you want. When you hold a vision, the angels see the clarity of your intention and open doors to help you. The angel wisdom guides you to decide your desired outcomes. Be certain that you have the purest intentions. Then image your dreams and start the process of creation. And the affirmation for imagination is, I picture positive outcomes for the highest good. Okay, so that's imagination for message 1. Okay, for number 2, we have Curiosity. See life through the curious eyes of a child, and you will discover a never-ending source of happiness and excitement. Curiosity keeps you alive, interested, and interesting. The angels are inviting you to be curious about yourself. Start exploring who you are, and you will grow personally and spiritually. Be interested in people, and you will discover an eternal source of fascination. Be curious about the wonderful universe in which you live, about the angels themselves and their role in the divine plan. The radiance of your delight in life will illuminate you. And the affirmation is, I explore the wonder of life. So that's Curiosity for reading 2. And for the third one, we have Light. Light illuminates darkness and gloom, bringing hope and inspiration. Ask the angels to fill you up with more light, for it contains spiritual information and knowledge. These are the keys to the universe and bring love and peace, as well as unlocking the wisdom within you. As your light becomes stronger and clearer, you will find clarity and purpose. You will radiate brightly and become a beacon, reminding others of the divine help available. Angel wisdom suggests you ask the angels to ignite and strengthen the divine flame within you. And the affirmation is, I am a light. So again, reading 1, Imagination. Reading 2, Curiosity. Reading 3, Light. So if any one or more of those resonates with you, go to the information box and click on the appropriate timestamp. Also, just a little reminder, please consider supporting this channel by liking, sharing, and or subscribing. And don't forget to click the bell to be notified when new messages are posted. So let's get started. So welcome, Group 1, my imagination group. So what we have here, Group 1, the major arcana, which will represent the overall energy, and then the minor arcana. So let's get a card for the overall energy from the major arcana first. And keep in mind, my dear imagination group, that the cards are meant to be guides, not as predictors. Energies are constantly changing, and you have control over your own energy and and what you create in your universe. Okay, so let's move the imagination card over here, and move my little High Priestess Influence sign over there. Overall, we have Judgment reversed as the overall. So now, from the Minor Arcana, I would like some cards or cards that best represent what's going on for you right now. What are you experiencing in your physical world? So can we get a card or no, nothing flipped. Okay. Can we get a card or cards for the physical realm? Yes, we can. Okay. Let's get a card or cards for the mental realm. So this is what's on your mind, what you're focused on. It could be what you're talking about with others. And remember, what you focus on, what you're thinking about, what weighs on you, or just where your vibration is on a regular basis is responsible for what you attract into your experience. So what's on your mind? Your mental realm is really important, but no cards are jumping out here, so that's very interesting. This is taking a while. Oh, there we go. And we have 2 cards also. So we have 2 cards here for the physical realm, 2 for the mental realm, and let's see what we get from the spiritual realm. So the spiritual realm is often advice or support. So let's see what the spiritual realm has to say for my imagination group. Oh, on the floor. Oh, there we go. Okay. And you have 1 card for the spiritual realm. So let's take a look. I do read intuitively. So as I talk this out, more will come to me. But when Judgment first jumped out, Judgment reversed, I got the feeling that some of you might be worried about making the wrong decision about something, not trusting your own judgment. Yeah, I'm feeling for some of you an insecurity about your own judgment, or you might have a big decision to make and you're, second guessing yourself, you're questioning yourself. And actually, you know what? That does make sense with the 2 of Swords reversed here. I almost got the feeling for some of you, a sense of stress, feeling stressed out about this decision. And for some of you, it may be like a dilemma where, it's this or that, right? For some of you, it's a choice between this or that. I just got the feeling for some of you, it's a choice between this person and that person. Now, remember, this is a very general reading. That specifically will not apply to everyone. But yeah, there's a big decision or a big dilemma for some of you. So now, beneath that, we have the 10 of Pentacles reversed. So I just got the feeling that for some of you, this decision affects others. It may affect your loved ones. It may affect your family or your extended family. I just got the word family, the business for some of you. For others, I get the feeling that it might be some kind of an investment in a project or a business, and there may be a financial risk to you. You might have a family that you are supporting, or at least in part supporting. And in general, in general, I feel as though this whole decision making situation, this whole dilemma can have major ramifications for you, maybe financially, or it can affect the way you live your life in the physical realm, in the material world, is what I'm feeling. Okay, so in the mental realm here, you have the Three of Pentacles here. So yeah, this is what's on your mind. Getting started, starting a new venture, a new business, a new job, a new career, creating something, literally creating something. I just got the expression for some of you, creating something from the ground up. So for some of you, you might actually be starting a new business from the ground up, from scratch. For others, you might be starting a new job. You might be leaving an old job for another, or thinking about it. That might be the decision for some of you. Should I stay with this job that I have, where I feel more security, or should I move on to something new, which might be more risky? But I also just got the message that nothing is as secure as you think it is, and not so much in a negative way, but just I just got the Tower card, even though we didn't get the Tower card. So I know this is not for everyone, but I just got the Tower card. That some of you are feeling like this is a Tower experience for you, it's a big upheaval. And for others, I feel like I got that Tower because I'm supposed to say the universe can throw you out the window of the Tower at any moment if it's for your own good, if it's for your higher good, if it's to bring you what you really desire in the long run. So in other words, even, when something seems like it's not working out, it is. It's just not always seeable in the moment. Okay? So I know that's a lot with this, but it just keeps coming, as I speak it out. Okay, so beneath that you have the Knight of Wands reversed. Okay, so I feel as though this decision that's weighing on you is no fun for you. It's there's just so much hesitancy. I'm feeling so much hesitance for some of you, as far as moving forward with this new creation, and hesitancy and a concern about not just the financial aspect of it for some of you. I'm feeling that for some of you, you don't even know if this is what you want to do. Will you enjoy this? It's a second guessing feeling here. It's a feeling of second guessing yourself. So now this is your message from the universe here. And one single card jumped out, the King of Wands. And I'm feeling the word journey just came to me. And, the journey of the wands, the king, taking it all the way. So I got the feeling, be bold. But I also got the message that boldness will apply differently to each of you. So be bold, leaving a current situation to go to a new situation might be bold because it's a brand new situation. But for some of you, staying put could be the bold option, because for some of you, the new job or the new direction might be more money, but you really love what you're doing already. So in other words, staying with making the decision to stay put could be the bold decision, because you're trusting in the joy that you find in the current situation. You're trusting in that to bring you all that you desire and all that you need. But I'm really getting the message: be bold and be true to yourself. Be true to yourself, right? The King of Wands is very active as opposed to reactive, right? The King of Wands is very aligned with his spiritual side, and like that's kind of like how he creates, how he manifests his desires. So it's kind of like he aligns with his desires. He aligns the energy, the spiritual side of him, with his desires, with his goals, with his outcomes, and then takes that action based on his, the inspiration he feels. So I'm really feeling here that the universe is saying, do what you're inspired to do. So my imagination friends, if you are finding yourself in a situation where you are worried about your judgment and you are making a specific decision that is going to affect your future, possibly others in your family, or your future financially, in a stability sense, you're thinking about starting something new, a new project, a new direction, a new business. You need to trust in what inspires you. Be bold and choose what inspires you. I just feel like you can't go wrong if you base this decision on love and inspiration and intuition. So, basically, my imagination friends, I feel like use your imagination. Use your imagination. Focus on your desires. Meditate and allow that inspiration to come to you. Spend time imagining what it is that would make you happiest, and then turn this judgment upright. I mean, this energy is here for a reason. It is able to be turned upright. Turn this judgment upright. And be inspired to take bold action. Be inspired to take the journey that resonates most with you, to make the decision that resonates most with you. Okay, be bold, my imagination friends. Use that imagination of yours. Raise your vibration. Feel inspired and go forward from there. So that is all I have for you, my imagination group. Again, I would ask you, if this resonates with you, please support the channel by liking, sharing, subscribing, and clicking the bell for notifications. Thank you for being with me, my imagination group. I'll see you soon. Welcome to your reading, my curiosity group. So what we have here, the major arcana and the minor arcana. So from the major arcana, we want one card to best represent the overall energy. So can we get one card from the major arcana for our curiosity friends? And keep in mind, my curiosity group, group 2, that the cards, the message is meant to be guidance and not prediction. Energies are constantly changing, and you have control over your own vibration and what you attract into your experience. So these cards here are meant as guides and not as predictors. So let's get a card for the overall energy for our curiosity group. Okay, so we have the Chariot reversed. Okay, so let's put the Chariot reversed here and put our curiosity card there. Okay. And now from the minor arcana, we want a card or cards for the physical realm. What's going on in your experience at this time? What you're experiencing. Okay, so we have the Six of Cups reversed. Also, keep in mind, my curiosity friends, that I do read intuitively, so the more I talk it out, the more that comes to me. And not every message will be for everyone. I do find that I get the feeling that, okay, this is for some people, this is for other people kind of thing. So, oh, that's way too many. Okay, like a third of the deck. So we want, I failed to mention, we're looking for the mental realm here for you, group curiosity. Okay, so you have one card that jumped out, the Seven of Swords reversed, and that's the mental realm. In other words, what's on your mind, what you're focused on, maybe what you're talking about, what you are ruminating on. And remember, what we focus on, where our thoughts are at, that controls our vibration, and that controls what we attract to us into our experience. Okay, so for the last position, you have two cards, the Three of Pentacles and the King of Swords. And this position is the spiritual realm. Often advice, guidance, and support from the spiritual realm. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have here. Wow, what strikes me right off the bat is the Chariot is a 7, and so is the Seven of Swords. I mean, they're lined up together here, and 7 is a very spiritual number. It can be the number of science and analysis, but it also has to do with spiritual analysis, spiritual interest and intuition. So very interesting that you have the two sevens lined up together. That really just struck me here. And with the Chariot reversed, some of you are feeling like you are not in control of something, of a situation, maybe even your emotions. And, you have the Six of Cups here in the physical realm. Six of Cups reversed. I'm feeling that some of you, okay, I'm feeling a couple of different things, so I don't want to discount any of them. So some of you are missing your loved ones or a loved one. You are without a loved one. You haven't had contact with a loved one in a while. But I also feel that this is not the same group. Some of you are missing your loved ones. But I do feel like there are some of you who are at odds with something in your past. There's something in your past that has come up for you or resurfaced. It may be a person resurfaced into your experience, or some sort of ramifications of something from the past. I just got the feeling came back to haunt some of you. Haunt might be a very strong word, but it's like dogging you. Something from the past has bubbled up again or reared its ugly face, and it's kind of bothering you. So I'm feeling two different things here. Some of you are missing people, are without people, and others are experiencing something or someone from the past resurfacing. For some of you, it could be emotions surrounding a situation, or a situation has recurred. Something that happened in the past has recurred, and it's not something that you wanted to see recur. And that's probably where I'm feeling this sense of like you're out of control of a situation or your emotions. For those of you who are missing someone, you are feeling out of control of the situation. Like you miss someone, you miss people, you want to be with them, you want to get back together with them, you want to hang out with them, you want to hug them, but you have no control over the situation. You cannot physically see them or be with them for whatever reason. For some of you, it could even just be that okay, I feel like this is for maybe like one person, but there's somebody that you can't get in touch with. But anyway, then that's why you feel out of control of the situation. You can't get in touch with someone. But for most of you, you either feel out of control of the situation of being able to get together with a loved one or loved ones. And for others, you're out of control of a situation or a person who has resurfaced. It's making you feel out of control. I feel like some of you feel your emotions are out of control. So in your mental realm here with the Seven of Swords reversed, there's a feeling, I'm really kind of feeling the same. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. I don't know if you remember my saying that your mental realm has a huge effect on the vibration that you put out there in the world, right? So with your overall energy of the Chariot reversed and that feeling of being out of control, I'm getting the same feeling from this Seven of Swords reversed. I'm feeling like a lack of control. I feel like there's a better word over your thoughts. You feel, I don't want to say betrayed, although that could be the case for some of you with that thing bubbling up from the past, but I feel like that's not the right word. You feel let down, but I'm not even sensing it's from the person. It's let down isn't the right expression either. Okay. Sorry, my curiosity group, but there's a feeling like, okay, you know what? I feel like you feel resentful. I'm feeling that's what, I think that's what I'm looking for. There's like resentment here, and a resentment for the situation, a resentment for that lack of control. Yet I'm feeling the like vicious cycle here of a feeling of resentment over the situation is kind of just adding to the vibration of feeling like it's out of your control. Okay, I feel really compelled here to say, my curiosity group, and maybe this will spark your curiosity if you haven't heard this before, though many of you have. When you believe that a situation is out of your control, you are basically making it out of your control, because what we believe is what we experience. So when we believe we are unhealthy, we attract that vibration of unhealthiness to us. And a belief comes from a long-term thinking of something, right? Or a long-term experience of something. So the more you believe it and the more you experience it, the more cemented that belief becomes. So if you feel as though you have no control over your life, over your situation, over this situation here, with the Six of Cups reversed, if you feel out of control, you will be out of control. So it's kind of like this is not necessarily, I'm not necessarily saying this is an easy thing to do, but it's kind of like reprogramming yourself. You know, like this Chariot card, I'm sure there are other cards that could have come up to express the overall energy that you're feeling, my dear curiosity friends. But specifically, the Chariot is here, and the message in that is that this energy is here to be turned upright. You know, as I said, this is not a prediction or something set in stone. This is guidance. So the guidance here is to turn this energy upright, to regain control. Ooh, curiosity. It's to regain spiritual control, regaining control over your spiritual side. I feel as though many of you are quite spiritual, but maybe you have been sloppy in your thinking. Maybe you have been focused on too much what you are experiencing in the physical world at this time. Like, I can't be with this person, or this situation from the past is creeping up again, whatever, and I am out of control. So you're forgetting about the power that you have. You know, the charioteer here is an extremely powerful figure. If you notice, he doesn't even have any reins. He controls it with his knowing, his solid belief in himself and his skills. And it is with his alignment with himself, his abilities, his life, that he steers this chariot and keeps it on the path. So what I'm feeling for a lot of you is that you've just gone off the side of the road a bit. Okay, some of you might say, no, I'm in a ditch. Okay, but my curiosity friends, the deeper the ditch, it's not that you want to put yourself in a deep ditch, you don't. But if you're already in it, just keep in mind, the deeper the ditch, the greater the expansion that comes out of that situation. There's so much expansion and understanding, spiritual, universal understanding that comes out of that deep ditch. Having said that, if you're not in a ditch and you're just kind of off, you're just veering off the road a bit, don't go into the ditch. Let's steer that chariot back onto the path by getting in alignment. Turn this chariot card upright and tap into the spiritual side of you, the knowing that this life experience is but a speck of who you are and your entire experience. You know, you've been here before, you'll be here again. You are an eternal, powerful being who maybe just got caught up in the seemingly smallness of the human experience. And when you remember how everything is always just kind of like a path to something else. You know, it's time to change the subject of your focus. Let's, take these sevens into account and tap into that spiritual side, that spiritual knowing, that inner guidance that you have. Tap into that. Because I'm really feeling that you already know what I'm talking about. I feel as though you acknowledge the spiritual side of you. And you acknowledge that, wow, yeah, this life is, there's more to this than I am seeing in this moment, and I can turn this energy around. So now, in your advice position, we have the Three of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Okay. So with the Three of Pentacles here, this is about creation and creating really material, creating things in the material physical world here is what I'm feeling. And the universe wants you to tap into that spiritual side of you in order to create the physical experience that you desire, in order to attract into your experience the earthly human experiences that you desire. Because even though you are way more than this physical being that you are experiencing right now, you're here right now for this experience, and you want to make the most of it. So it's a matter of gaining control of that chariot, right? Steering the spiritual side back onto the path so that you can create the physical experience that you desire. And for some of you, that may include bringing others along with you. I feel like if that is for you, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know specifically what I'm talking about. I feel as though you know, okay? And you have the King of Swords beneath that. So I'm feeling as though this is you, elevating yourself to that level of king. But truth. Discovering the truth for yourself, your own self, your truth. It's as if that tapping into that spiritual side is going to bring more truths to you. I feel as though you have attracted some universal truths into your experience. I feel as though a lot of you have had, major breakthroughs in the past and have attracted spiritual teachers to you, spiritual, writings and teachings and understanding, knowing, that's what I'm looking for. Like a knowing of how the universe works. And I'm sensing that the universe is telling you to tap into the truths that you already have and be open for more. Be open to knowing that there is always more to be learned. And be open to knowing that there's always more to be learned. Wow, curiosity. Tap into that curiosity. Always remain curious because there's always more to learn. Wow, there's always more truth to be learned. And I'm always looking for spiritual truths. I love when I attract to me more knowing, new knowing, a more expanded or advanced knowing. I love when I can add to my personal library, right? And part of what I desire is to always, not constantly, not continuously, but continually attract to me, when I'm ready for it, the next and the next and the next. Because I find that new knowledge, just so invigorating, so inspiring. And this is what some of you are looking for, and it's out there for you. I love it. So keep that curiosity going. So thank you, my curiosity group, for being with me. I hope this resonated with you, and I would really appreciate your support of this channel simply by liking, sharing, subscribing, and clicking the bell for notifications. And I want to thank you so much for being with me. See you soon. Welcome to your message, my light group. So here we have the major arcana and the minor arcana. And from the major arcana, we want one card that best represents the overall energy. Wow, that was fast. Okay, don't fear, my light group. We have the Tower. I know everyone thinks that's a bad card and no one wants to hear that it doesn't need to be bad, but I'll get into it as we go. So no worries here. I know what you might be thinking, but I have found the Tower to provide such great opportunity, such great expansion. Okay, so from the minor arcana, I'm looking for a card or cards that best represent your physical experience, the physical realm for you. So can we get cards for our light group for the physical realm? Oh, yes, we have one card jumped out. Okay, we have the Four of Wands reversed. And remember, my dear light friends, the cards are not here as predictors. They are here for guidance. And nothing is ever etched in stone. You control your experience through your vibration, through your expectation, okay? So let me just, this is on my computer. I don't want to stop the video accidentally. So let me flip this card off here. Okay. So this is for the mental realm. We have two cards here that jumped out for the mental realm. And now we want a card or cards for the spiritual realm. And we have, I think it's 3 or 4 cards here. Okay. So let's see. In the mental realm, we have the 2 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. In the spiritual realm, we have the Page of Wands reversed, the 5 of Swords upright, and the 3 of Cups reversed. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have here. And remember, dear light group, again, not a prediction, guidance. So if you are experiencing anything that feels like the Tower, then you may just as have well chosen the right message. So keep in mind that I do read intuitively, so the more I talk it out, the more that comes to me, and not every message will be for everyone. In fact, you'll probably hear me say, this is for some of you, or something like that. Okay, so with the Tower here, I'm just going to talk in general about it for a moment. The Tower occurs when you need, or we need, a change, and we're not making that change. We are ignoring our intuition or our gut feeling. We're ignoring that inner knowing, and we're not taking the steps that will advance us to where we would like to be, that will bring us our desires. So when that happens, we will attract to us the path of least resistance to get to that place, which sometimes is the Tower. Like, okay, this is what you want, but you're not going to where you want. So here, we're going to force you into going where you want to go. So the Tower, the purpose of the Tower is really to provide the vehicle or the pathway to where we want to go, where we're supposed to go, to bring us our desired outcome or situation. So, with the 4 of Wands reversed, some of you might be experiencing turmoil in the household. Turmoil might be too strong a word for some of you, but a little unrest, or a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Restlessness, not unrest. Restlessness. I'm feeling a restlessness. I'm feeling, some of you, might be like nitpicking at each other in the household. If you live with, those of you who live with other people, getting on each other's nerves. That's what I'm feeling. Getting on each other's nerves. For some of you, it might be a little stronger or more serious than that. I'm feeling that some of you you might live with a significant other with whom you're like kind of having issues, getting on each other's nerves, or not getting along, and so there's like a little bit of a feeling of instability. I really do feel for most of you that this is not serious, that this is just, too much time spent together, getting on each other's nerves. Yeah, that's really what I'm feeling. If something else comes, I will get back to that. But that's what I'm feeling for that right now. So in your mental realm, this is what's on your mind, and your vibration comes from your focus. And so what our minds are always thinking something's always going on in there. And that affects what you attract to you, because what you're focused on most of the time, what you believe, where your expectations are, that's where your vibration comes from, and controls what you attract into your experience. So in your mental realm, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. So yeah, you really kind of want you want peace, you want to get along, you want this situation to end. You really want to find that balance. You really want to be able to get along. You really want you're looking for that give and take. You know how sometimes when we're getting on each other's nerves, there's a tendency to blame the other person? I feel like deep down inside, it's both of you. It's not just the other person. You desire a give and take. Like, okay, you're not, doing your share of the household chores, for example, but I'm not, doing something else, or I don't know. But you kind of know it's a give and take. You know that it takes two to tango. That just came to me. That it takes two to make a relationship work. So you do know that. But I don't feel like all of you are always operating in that way, or responding to the other person in that way. I do feel that some of you are more focused on what the other person is or isn't doing, or what the others. For some of you, it's more than one person. And beneath that, you have the Five of Cups reversed. And yeah, I'm not reversed, upright, I'm sorry. You have the Five of Cups. So yeah, there's a tendency for you to focus now on what's not working in your relationships within your household. For some of you, I just got the feeling that this isn't necessarily your household. I also got the feeling that some of you, this has to do with roommates, not family necessarily. But I did get the feeling that some of you, this has to do with work, and you feel like you are doing more work than others, okay? So you're looking at what isn't working, that you're thinking about, that's where you're focusing on. You focus too much on what isn't working in the household, in the relationship. And I'm feeling like with this Tower energy that you were kind of like thrown into this situation. Okay. So again, like I said, nothing to fear with this Tower, because I'm really feeling like this has already occurred. So if this reading is for you, I feel like you already know what this is. So, like I said, nothing to fear, just guidance here. So I feel as though you've been thrown into this situation, where things are just not going as smoothly as you would like. You desire the give and take. You desire the balance, the back and forth, the everyone pulling his own weight, or doing his or her own share. but your focus is really on what's not working and instead of what is. So really the key here, now the 5 is the number of change. So the key here is I'm feeling that you need to change your perspective. So imagine yourself as the figure in this card and turn around and look at the upright cups. Instead of looking at the spilled cups, turn around and look at the upright cups. Look over toward the bridge that will bring you to a better place. It will bring you to that refuge across the other side of the river. Okay, so basically turn around and look at what is working in the household, in the workplace, in the situation, whatever the situation is, where people aren't getting along and getting on each other's nerves. You need to look at what is working, or what you like about these people, or what you love about these people. So yeah, I'm really feeling a major importance on this card. You need to change your perspective. You need to change your focus. The vibration of the entire group or situation or household will improve if you can start focusing on the things that are working, the things that are going right. Remember, it's vibrational. It's vibration, it's vibration, it's vibration. So when you can purposely focus on the positive, relationships, the positive, what's the word I want to say? Input of the other or others in this situation, you can raise your own vibration, which will affect those around you. And when your vibration is higher and your expectations of the other is higher, when your expectations are higher, you will interact differently with them. You will elicit from them more joy, happiness, cooperation. So you can't change the vibration of anyone else, but you can change your focus. So it's time to focus on what is working and what you love about these people and what they bring to the situation here. Turn this 4 of Wands upright with your expectations, with your beliefs. I feel like you're getting sloppy there. I feel like there's some sloppy focus, some sloppy expectations. Okay, so in the spiritual realm, we have the Page of Wands reversed, the 5 of Swords upright, and the 3 of Cups reversed. I'm feeling the word acknowledgement just came to me. I feel like this is the universe saying, almost like emphasizing what I just said. Okay, Page of Wands reversed. For some of you, I feel like that either you're a fire sign or there's a fire sign involved here. But I'm whether you're a fire sign or not, I'm feeling like this is representing you, and the universe is saying, yeah, you're all upside down about this. You're upside down. If you want to attract the best from those in the situation, from those, with whom you live or work or whatever this 4 of Wands situation is, if you want to attract the best from those people, you have to turn yourself around first. You have to look moving forward, moving into the future. You need to look at things with more hope, with higher expectations, with expectations that the others will rise up to the situation too and meet you where your vibration is. So yes, the others can meet you where your vibration is, but if your vibration is here, if your expectations are low moving forward, then that's what you're going to attract to you. Again, you have another 5 here, which is, again, the 5 is a number of change. Maybe you have been a little too harsh or a little too hard on the others. It's again about changing your focus, changing your words, maybe changing the way you talk to them, changing the vocabulary you use, changing your approach. It's really not about winning and losing, my dear light friends. It's not about winning and losing. It's really about creating a peaceful, nurturing environment in which to work or live or whatever this situation is for you. So I'm feeling if you do not change, then this lack of camaraderie, this lack of understanding, this lack of just relaxation, joy, and fun in the situation will continue. The lack thereof will continue. Again, here's another card to be turned upright. The energy is here to be turned upright. So again, this is not a prediction. This is guidance, and this is, to me, this is clear guidance. Let's take advantage of this tower experience that you find yourself in. Take advantage of it to work on your own spirituality, your own vibration, taking the time to maybe make a list of what you like or love about the other person or people in this situation. Raise your vibration surrounding them, raise your own vibration, take advantage of this situation and turn things around. And B, take advantage of this situation to create a stronger bond and find things that you have in common, find things that you can do together, find things that you can celebrate, find things that you can celebrate about each other. You know what? Always take an opportunity to celebrate if you can. So again, let's turn the Page of Wands upright, and let's turn, last but definitely not least, let's turn this Three of Cups upright and celebrate. Find things to celebrate, find things to be happy about, raise your vibration. Take this tower opportunity to raise your vibration and the vibration of those around you, and in turn, the experience that you're all having together in whatever this Four of Wands is. So let's turn the Four of Wands upright. Let's turn this Three of Cups upright. Let's recognize the value. Recognize the value in the tower experience, my dear friends. And listen, you got the light card. See the affirmation at the bottom, I am a light? I really feel like that's true about you, my light group. I really, really do. I feel like this is just a temporary excursion, so to speak, from your alignment here. And I really think you can get back on track. Tap into that light. Tap into that light. Okay, my dear light group, I want to thank you so much for being with me. I hope that you found resonance. Remember, not everything will resonate with you. And I do just want to remind you that if you feel so inclined, you can simply support this channel by liking, sharing, subscribing, and even clicking the bell to be notified when new messages are posted. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much for being with me, and I will see you soon, my light friends.